The Pierces are an American Los Angeles-based band consisting of sisters Allison and Catherine Pierce. Early life: Allison Margaret Pierce and Catherine Eleanor Pierce were born in Birmingham, Alabama. They traveled frequently and received homeschooling from their self-described hippie parents. Their father played the guitar in various bands, while their mother was a painter. Exposed to music and arts at an early age, the Pierce sisters grew up listening to Joni Mitchell and Simon and Garfunkel. As children, they were encouraged to explore their creative side and would perform at parties, weddings and churches. Allison started dancing at age 3, and both sisters are accomplished ballet dancers. Musical career: 2000 to 2005, The Pierces and Light of the Moon. It was while they attended Auburn University that a friend sent a tape to a record company in Nashville. This eventually resulted in their debut album The Pierces. It featured folk harmonies and adult alternative songs. In a 2004 interview, Allison Pierce commented that the album sort of got lost in the shuffle. AllMusic attributes the poor reception to no label support. On August 10, 2005, their second album Light of the Moon was released through Universal. The album was produced by Brian Sperber and featured 11 tracks that the Pierce sisters either wrote or co-wrote. 2007 to 2010, 13 Tales of Love and Revenge. On March 20, 2007, their third album 13 Tales of Love and Revenge was released in the US. Produced by Roger Greenawald, the album has been well reviewed, particularly for the single Boring, which parodies celebrity socialites. The album has a darker, edgier style, at times using such diverse instrument as an accordion, a calliope, bassoons, a sitar, violins, an auto harp, and a Hawaiian lap steel. It marks a definitive change in the direction of the band, which hitherto had been known as a folk rock band. In an interview with Rolling Stone, after they were featured as a Rolling Stone breaking artist, they revealed that this album felt like their last chance. As a result, they just went for it, had fun. On October 24, 2007, the Pierces appeared on the CW television series Gossip Girl, in the episode The Handmaid's Tale, playing their songs Secret and 3 Wishes. They made another in the episode High Society, playing the same 2 songs. On August 21, 2008, Secret by the Pierces appeared in a promo for Showtime show Dexter. In May 2009, Dutch TV channel NET5 used Secret in a promo for their fantasy shows Charmed and Ghost Whisperer. Secret was also played over the closing credits in the movie Exterminators. Secret also serves as the theme song of the ABC Family TV series Pretty Little Liars, based on the series of books by Sarah Shepard. It was suggested by one of the stars of the show, Ashley Benson. In 2012, the single Secret was also featured in a commercial for the Australian version of the reality series Big Brother. It was used in a video to promote the novel 3 Can Keep a Secret by Archer Mayer. 2010 to 2012, You and I. On October 23, 2010, the group appeared on Later with Jools Holland. In December 2010, the sisters and their band toured with Lizzie as her support act. They also performed live on ITV1 show Lorraine in March 2011 whilst promoting their new single Glorious. On May 30, 2011, their fourth album You and I was released featuring their new singles Love You More, You'll Be Mine, Glorious, and It Will Not Be Forgotten, produced by Darktones and released by Polydor Records. However, the Pierces only have a label currently in the UK and are therefore focusing on widening their popularity there, later working on their homeland the US. They went on their first ever official tour through June 2011, with Delta Maid and Alice Gold as support, 7 June The Pleasance, 8 June Rescue Rooms, 9 June The Cockpit, 11 June The Ruby Lounge, 12 June HMV Institute, 13 June VCLA, 14 June Bush Hall. The Pierces played at the Glastonbury Festival in June 2011. The Pierces supported Coldplay at the iTunes Festival in July 2011, which happened to be on Allison's 36th birthday. A second, much larger UK tour took place through October 2011, with Marcus Foster as support. On September 11, 2011, the duo announced via Twitter that their next UK single From You and I Will Be Kissing You Goodbye, which was released on October 23. The Pierces supported Coldplay once again for their North American tour in April–May 2012. They appeared at the Edmonton, Calgary, Vancouver, Portland, Seattle, San Jose and Los Angeles shows, as well as supporting them in their Australian tour, 2012 A Euro Present, Creation. In late 2012, the Pierces confirmed on their Facebook account that they were in the studio recording new music for their fifth studio album. On January 3, 2013, the Pierces tweeted a fan on Twitter stating that their fifth studio album would be released that year. However, member Catherine Pierce revealed on August 27, 2013 via Twitter to a fan that the new album would instead be released in early 2014. Their song We Are Stars was featured on the CW's Beauty and the Beast in the episode Any Means Possible. On January 31, 2014, the band confirmed via Twitter that the album would be called Creation and shared a video for its first single, Kings. Believe in Me was released as the second promotional single in late March. On April 12, 2014, the song peaked at number 66 in the UK Top 100. On May 22, 2014, the official video for Kings was premiered on Vevo. The album was slated for a release of September 1, 2014. Members: Alison Pierce, vocals and acoustic guitar; Catherine Pierce, vocals and percussion. Discography: albums, The Pierces, Light of the Moon, 13 Tales of Love and Revenge, You and I, Creation, Extended Plays, Love You More EP, You'll Be Mine EP, iTunes Festival London 2011, Singles, The Way, Away to Us, Boring, Sticks and Stones, Secret, You'll Be Mine, Glorious, It Will Not Be Forgotten, Kissing You Goodbye, I Put Your Records On, Kings, Believe in Me, Creation. References: Who to Know. Portico, Birmingham. Archived from the original on July 1, 2007. Retrieved July 7, 2007. The Pierces Overview. AllMusic. Retrieved August 24, 2007. Pop Matters Shorttakes. Pop Matters. Retrieved August 24, 2007. The Pierces, 13 Tales of Love and Revenge. Pop Matters Music Review. Pop Matters. Retrieved August 24, 2007. Video, Meet Rolling Stone Euro Unregistered Trademark as New Breaking Artist, The Pierces. Rolling Stone. Retrieved August 24, 2007. Promo, The Pierces confirm new album on Twitter, http://www.officialcharts.com, iTunes, Creation slated for release September 1, 2014, external links, official site, MySpace URL, Rolling Stone feature article.